Activities. People often spend their free time taking part in an activity. Some exciting activities, like rock climbing and hang gliding, can be dangerous and need special equipment and training. Other activities, like yoga and jogging, help a person relax or keep healthy. Jogging is a very popular activity, since the pace can be adjusted according to your own fitness level. On the rocks, climbing up or down rock faces is a thrilling way to stay fit. Find out more. Caving. Some types of soft rock are full of underground chambers and passages, carved out by water. Caving is the exploration of these places. You can walk into some caves, but many involve squeezing through tight spaces, climbing up or down sheer rock faces, and wading, or even diving, through water. Cavers have discovered spectacular underground rock formations, lakes, rivers, and waterfalls. Many cavers explore underground to learn more about the rocks of an area. The scientific term for this activity is speleology. Caving is also called spelunking. The Mammoth Flint Ridge system in central Kentucky, USA, is the longest cave system explored. It has 306 kilometers, 190 miles, of chambers and passages as well as underground lakes and rivers. The deepest is the James Bernard system in southeast France. It goes down 1,535 m, 5,000 foot. Jogging. Jogging involves running a regular distance at a steady, moderate pace. It is a popular form of exercise because it's so simple. The only equipment you need is a pair of comfortable training shoes. You can jog anywhere, in a park, the country, or even along roads. Jogging helps strengthen your legs, improve your blood circulation and breathing, and relax your mind. Camping. When people go camping, they stay outdoors in tents. People can camp on special sites, with facilities such as showers and toilets. Campers can also find a spot in the countryside, but this means taking more equipment. Some people camp in the same spot for several nights. Others move on each day. Different types of tent are suitable for different locations.
Rich tent. Uh, the basic rich tent like this one can be used anywhere from your own backyard to a more adventurous remote mountainside. Here rich pole, tent peg, full length zip make it easier to get in and out. Built-in ground sheet keep water off your sleeping bag. Small pouch handy for storage. Fly sheet keeps tent waterproof.
Amazing places. Some people camp outside in unusual places, where it would not be possible to stay without a tent. Find out more. Camping gear. The type of camping gear you need depends on how you are traveling and where you are going. If walking, biking, or canoeing, choose a lightweight kit and take as little as possible. A tent with a ground sheet and a sleeping bag are the most essential items, but for more remote areas you will also need food, water, and cooking equipment. Before setting up camp you need permission from the owner of the land. Always leave the site as you found it. Fishing. People of all ages enjoy fishing. Some catch fish to eat, but many enjoy landing a difficult fish, then putting it back. You can fish in streams, rivers, lakes, or the ocean. For each place and type of fish, different methods are used. Each needs different equipment, called tackle. Casting, putting the fishing line in the water, is called casting. It is a very skilled technique. A good catch: the fisherman uses a net to land the fish, to make sure it does not get away. Find out more. Trolling. Trolling is when a fishing line is trailed behind a moving boat. The skill is to get the right speed, the right place, and the right kind of lure for the fish you want to catch. Lines often have more than one hook, and it is not always easy to tell when you have caught a fish. Deep sea fishing. Out in the ocean, there are large fish such as sailfish, marlins, and sharks. These kinds of fish are very difficult to catch with a rod, because they can be very heavy and strong, and put up a good fight. Fishermen have to use specially made heavy rods and strong lines to catch them. The fisherman is attached to a swiveling chair by a harness. This allows him to rotate position to catch the fish. It also stops the fish from pulling the fisherman into the sea. A difficult catch: when fishing for large fish, the fisherman braces his feet on a board to give extra pull against the fish. Fly fishing. Some fish, such as rainbow trout, like to feed on insects that land on the surface of the water. To catch these fish, fishermen need long, flexible rods which can bend without breaking. The fishing line must be very light, and at the end they attach a fly. This is usually a small feather that looks like an insect. It is used to attract the fish. They flick out the fly, so that it lands on the surface of the water in the same way that an insect would. It is essential that the fly look as much like an insect as possible, so many different types of fly are used in different rivers. In deep water, fly fishermen often have to get into the water to land fish, so they wear waterproof trousers. Fishing tackle. Fishing tackle is the equipment you use to fish with, and there are many types. Rods are made of springy material, and come in all lengths. They are thickest near the handle where the reel attaches. Fishing reels store the fishing line and allow you to wind it in or let it out easily. All lines have to be strong, but they vary in weight and width. The hook is barbed, and catches in the fish's mouth. Safe landing. The landing net is used to catch the fish at the surface and stop it from escaping. Landing net. Rods. Reels. Gliding. Gliders are small, light planes with long, thin wings. They have no engine, so they are launched by being pulled or catapulted into the air. They then glide gently back down to the ground. Glider pilots use upward air currents to gain height and to fly for a longer time. This is called soaring. Microlight. Microlights are powered hang gliders that can launch from flat ground. Gliding through the air. Thermals are columns of rising hot air. A glider uses them to fly in the same way as birds use them to soar. Fact file. Launching a glider. By winch, a strong cable is attached to the glider to pull it up into the air. It's a bit like launching a kite, but once the glider is high in the air, the cable is released. By air tow, the glider is attached to a normal plane by a strong cable and towed up into the sky. Once in the air, the cable is released. By bungee, the glider is attached to a very strong piece of elastic on a hilltop. The elastic is pulled back and then released like a catapult, shooting the glider into the air. Air currents. When air reaches a hill or ridge, it is pushed upward, so a glider can gain height by flying along a ridge. Thermals are small patches of hot air which rise. By flying in tight circles, a glider will go up with the air. You often see birds using thermals in the same way. Hang gliding. A hang glider has a fixed, V-shaped wing, often called a delta wing, which is made from steel tubes and sailcloth. The pilot hangs from a harness beneath it. The pilot uses his feet for takeoff and landing. Changes in direction are made by moving his body weight. On long flights, pilots put their feet in a special bag to stay comfortable and warm. They have to remove the bag before they land. Free, as a bird hang gliding requires much skill. The pilot has to react to sudden changes in the wind. Hot air ballooning. Hot air balloons have a huge canopy called an envelope. It is made from a special, strong, light material. This is attached to a basket where the pilot and passengers sit. For takeoff, the envelope is filled with air, which is heated. This makes the balloon rise into the sky. Balloons move in the same direction as the wind, so pilots have to plan their flights carefully to make safe landings. Up, up, and away hot air balloons are raced over different distances. They come in all shapes and sizes. Skydiving. Skydivers throw themselves out of a plane at about 3,700 m, 12,000 foot, and fall for about 60 seconds. At first, the speed at which a skydiver drops is controlled by making a star shape with the body. A parachute is also packed into a bag on the skydiver's back. It is opened at 1,500 m, 5,000 foot. When the bag opens, the parachute fills with air and slows the skydiver down to make a safe landing. Free-falling skydivers know how to control the way they fall to make shapes in the sky. Health and fitness. Health and fitness are about keeping your body and mind in good shape. This involves eating the right food and getting plenty of exercise and rest. It also means going to the doctor when you need to, visiting the dentist regularly, and paying attention to hygiene. All of this helps your body to work properly and makes your life an active, happy one. Eating well. To keep your body in good working order, you need to eat healthy things like fruit. Keeping fit. Exercising in a health club or at home helps to keep you fit. Find out more. Aerobics. The aim of aerobic exercise is to improve the supply and use of oxygen in your body. Activities like dancing, cycling, and jogging do this, and many health clubs and gyms have special aerobic classes set to music. Regular aerobic exercise helps give you more energy and keeps your weight down. Bodybuilding. People do bodybuilding exercises to develop individual muscles in their bodies. Each exercise involves lifting a weight, which you gradually increase as your muscle gets stronger. Professional bodybuilders develop bulging muscles, but many people simply use the exercises as part of a routine to improve their overall strength and fitness. Sauna. A sauna is a hot room where you sit or lie on wooden benches until you sweat a great deal. The aim is to flush out all the dirt from your body. It also helps you to relax. After several minutes in the hot room, you take a cold shower or swim to wash away the dirt and sweat, and then repeat the whole process. Sauna facts. The sauna has been a tradition in Finland for more than 1,000 years. People sometimes run out into the snow instead of diving into a pool or under a cold shower afterwards. The temperature in a sauna is usually between 176 F and 212 F, 80 C to 100 C. To make it hotter, you pour water over hot stones on top of a furnace. Massage. Massage is a soothing treatment given by stroking, kneading, or striking certain parts of the body. It can be used to improve circulation and help tone up muscles, or just to relax the body and relieve stress. It is a skilled technique, and people who give a massage need to have a good understanding of the human body. Natural treatments. Homeopathy uses natural substances to treat disease. It works on the idea that substances which cause symptoms in a healthy person can also be used to cure those symptoms in a sick person. So onions, which cause tears and a runny nose, might be used to treat a cold. Massage is performed by a skilled professional who strokes, kneads, or strikes parts of the body to relieve stress, aches, and pains. Aromatherapy. In an aromatherapy massage, oils scented with different natural fragrances are used. Yoga. Yoga is part of the Hindu religion. It tries to teach you to separate your soul from your body and mind. Many people of different religions practice yoga. The exercises which are part of yoga help to improve health and focus the mind. These include breathing and meditation exercises which relax your mind and body, and various positions that improve your posture and flexibility. Yoga is quite complex. People often study and practice it for many years, achieving greater and greater levels of relaxation and a better understanding of themselves. The lotus position. One of the positions in yoga is called the lotus position. People often use this position to meditate. Hiking. A hike is a long walk in the countryside. It can be along a flat path or up a very steep mountain. For hikes in remote areas, you will need maps and emergency provisions in case you get lost. Some hikers set off for several days at a time, and camp overnight. Strong boots. An essential item for any long walk is a sturdy and comfortable pair of walking boots. Worth the walk. Some hikers reach remote areas. The experience can be amazing. Find out more. Scrambling. Scrambling is somewhere between mountain walking and rock climbing. It involves using hands and feet to clamber over a rocky route. If the route is steep, or along a ridge, scramblers are roped together in case one slips and falls. Orienteering. For orienteering you have to read a map and use a compass outdoors in unfamiliar terrain. In competitions, you are shown a map with several control points marked on it. The winner is the first person to find all the control points and get back first. The skill of orienteering is to find the best route between each control point. So you not only need to understand the map, but you must be able to cope with all kinds of obstacles. Reading a compass. Reading the compass is an important part of orienteering competitions, as competitors must find the route quickly. Kite flying. The ancient Egyptians and ancient Asians flew kites, as long ago as 5 BC. The simplest kites have a frame made of 2 sticks, with paper or plastic stretched across it, and a tail to balance it. The frame is attached to a long piece of string which you hold. Modern kites come in all shapes and sizes. Many are specially designed for competitions, and can fly amazing stunts. Floating kites were the first objects made by man to fly. They work using changing currents of air. Direction of wind. Light and strong. Modern kites are made from strong, lightweight material. Types of kite. The earliest kites were often bird-shaped and often had symbolic significance. This tradition continues today in the Orient. In Europe, kites were introduced in the 1500s by Dutch, Portuguese, and English merchants trading in the Far East. Soft kite. The soft kite has no framework to hold it rigid, it is inflated by the wind to give it shape. It has triangular fins to make it more stable, and cells running across the kite to catch the wind effectively.
Cells and triangular fin.
Japanese Edo. There are many of these kites, which are miniatures versions of the classic Japanese design, with a paper cover printed in traditional style, and a split bamboo frame. The kite is stable in the lightest winds.
Split bamboo frame, paper cover. Yeah.
Japanese Edo. There are Indian fighter kites are flown in India in festivals where people try to cut the lines of each other's kites, using their own kite. The fighter is a flat kite with a bamboo spine and a tapered bamboo bow.
Tapered bamboo bow, and this is bamboo spine.
Box kites have many surfaces, which make them stable and much better at flying in strong winds than other kites. The cover is very tight to improve stability, and there are additional wings on each cell.
Additional wing here and tight cover.
Sled kites are quite different from traditional kites, because they rely on the wind to hold them open in flight. This multi-sled has slim cells to prevent folding, and circular vents for stability.
These are circular vents, and these are slim cells.
Delta kites have a large, flexible wing area, and can fly in the lightest of winds. Most deltas are triangular in shape, and have a curved trailing edge. This delta has a tail held open with rods.
Large wing and trailing edge and open tail.
Rock climbing. Rock climbers move around on rock faces using tiny cracks or lumps for support. They need good balance as well as strong legs, fingers, and toes. Ropes and harnesses are used, and climbers work closely together. People often first learn to climb on artificial walls. Rappelling is a way of getting down from a cliff or tall building. You descend by letting out the rope bit by bit. Teamwork. Climbers work in teams of 2 or more, using ropes for safety. Find out more. Rappelling. Rappelling is a way of using a rope to get down from a cliff or tall building. A long rope is placed around a firm anchor at the top of the cliff. In a classic rappel, the rope is then wrapped around your body. In modern rappelling, it passes through a special device clipped to your harness. You control your descent by letting the rope out bit by bit as you walk down the rock face. Canyoning. A canyon is a deep, narrow hollow cut through the mountains by a river. Its path is often steep and the river running through it is fast. Canyoning is a relatively new activity which involves descending these rivers in wetsuits and using climbing and rappelling skills to tackle the difficult sections. Bungee jumping. A bungee jump is set up in a high spot, such as a tall bridge or crane, usually over water. The bungee is a very strong piece of elastic which jumpers tie firmly to their ankles. The other end is fixed to the bridge or crane. Jumpers then leap into the air, falling, until the bungee is fully stretched and catapults them back up into the air. The people of Vanuatu make similar types of jumps using vines. The challenge is to touch the ground with their noses before bouncing back up. Bungee jumpers have also leapt from cable cars, the Eiffel Tower, and even a helicopter. Tight-fitting trousers. Warm jacket. Gloves. Safety harness. Rubber-soled boots. Inline skating. Inline skates are a cross between roller skates and ice skates. Their wheels are set in a straight line along the bottom of the boot, and they have a brake on the heel. To stop, you tip your foot back and push down. You can use them on any smooth surface, but be careful of other people around you. In-a-row inline skates have wheels in one straight row, and high supports for the ankle. Having fun. People use inline skates for fitness training, as a different way of getting around, or just to have a bit of fun. Find out more. Roller hockey. Roller hockey can be played on blades or skates and has the same rules as ice hockey. There are national and international competitions, but it is also a popular street game. Teams pad up well, as it is a fast game and can be dangerous. Roller skating. Roller skates were the first type of wheeled skate, and have been around since Victorian times. Two pairs of wheels and a toe stop are attached to a leather boot. The toe stop acts like a brake. You put your toe down to stop. Roller skating competitions are similar to ice skating events, and include speed skating, artistic skating and roller hockey. In recent years, inline skates have become more popular than roller skates. The roller skate was invented by a Belgian violinist called Joseph Merlin in 1760. Unfortunately, he didn't know how to stop or turn and crashed on his first attempt. An American, James Plimpton, invented a new skate in 1863 that had rubber wheels and could turn. The first roller skate wheels were made of clay or wood. Modern ones are made of a hard plastic called polyurethane, which are lighter, smoother, and much faster. Skateboarding. Cunning stunts. A skateboard is a small board on four wheels. It is ridden a bit like a surfboard, using balance and shifts in body weight to control movement. It was the Californian surfers who first made them popular in the 1950s. They began to use them in the streets. Soon, special parks and ramps were set up, where skaters could practice. All sorts of stunts have been seen in displays and competitions. Cunning stunts. Many skateboarders are very skilled and can perform amazing stunts in midair. Scuba diving. Divers can breathe underwater and explore the hidden worlds of oceans, lakes, and rivers using scuba equipment. It includes a tank of compressed air attached to the diver's back, and a special mouthpiece to breathe through, called a regulator. OK sign. Divers show that they are OK with this sign. They use it before diving, at the surface, or during a dive. Breathing easy. While underwater, the regulator controls the air in a diver's lungs. Find out more. Scuba. Scuba stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. It was first tested in 1943 by Jacques Cousteau. A scuba diver with one tank can stay underwater at about 12 m, 40 foot, for approximately 1 hour. Snorkeling. For snorkeling you just need a mask and a special pipe, called a snorkel, which goes in your mouth and allows you to breathe. With this you can swim on the surface but have your head in the water to watch what is going on beneath you. Fins help you move through the water. Skin diving. Skin diving is the earliest form of underwater exploration. Divers simply hold their breaths and dive down to explore. Most only go about 9 m, 30 foot, down and stay about 1 minute. It doesn't require any special equipment, though divers often wear snorkeling equipment so they can plan where to dive from the surface. In some countries, professionals use this technique to collect things such as shellfish or pearls from the bottom of the sea. Some dive as deep as 30 m, 100 foot. Tube. Mask. Wetsuit. Fin. Air tank. Buoyancy control device. Snorkeling. For snorkeling, you just need a mask and a special pipe called a snorkel. The snorkel fits in your mouth and extends to the surface, allowing you to breathe. You can swim on the surface with your head in the water to watch what is going on beneath you. Fins can also help you move through the water. Unlike in scuba diving, you cannot swim underwater. Snorkeling is often used to watch exotic fish in coral reefs. Breathing normally, the snorkel provides a clear passageway for air to travel in and out of your mouth. A mask is used for clear vision.